Greetings, parents. Welcome back from spring break. We're going to take just a couple of minutes to explain the e-learning packet that your students will start this week, the week of April 20th. Most of the tasks do not require internet access. Any links are optional. So if your student does not have steady internet access or a device, don't worry, just choose tasks that do not require internet or a device. There is a math choice board for this week and a math choice board for next week, and you'll see the date labeled at the top. There is an ELA choice board for this week and an ELA choice board for next week. There is also a units of study choice board, and I'll show you each of these in just a moment. Anywhere that you see a student choice that requires internet, as stated before, you do not have to choose that particular option. So any of the Zearn options, since those require internet, if your child does not have steady internet or a device, don't worry, just choose any of the other options. Your child should complete at least 2 tasks each day, and their written work will go into a notebook. When it's time to submit the old packet and this particular packet, what you will submit will actually be this sign sheet. The work itself will actually stay in the notebook. You'll put an X on any of the items that your child has completed, and they can do at least 2 per day. There is enough of these tasks included that they can choose 3 per day or even 4 because there are 20 different options. Anywhere that it says draw, that will go into the notebook. Anywhere that it says count, that is something they will do out loud. A lot of these, they are stopping at 120. So here they're counting by 5s, starting at 10. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and stopping at 120. Here, they're counting by 5s, starting at 100, ending at 120, and so on. So here they're practicing counting by 10s, 5s, and then anywhere that you see it says create, that's similar to draw. They would actually write that on paper, and then those would stay in the notebook, but the only sheet that will be included in the turn-in materials will be this sheet with each item X'd out and your signature at the bottom. ELA choice board works very similarly. Select any 2 choices per day. You can go up to 4 because there are 20 included for the week. Epic, wherever you see Epic, since that requires internet, if your child has internet, would like to choose books from their Epic account, they can. That login information would have been sent to you, or the students may know it. But if they do not have that internet access, still they can read for 15 minutes and put an X on this particular task. Units of study choice board, the students choose 1 task per day. They can choose up to 2 because there are 10 tasks that are included. And even if there is an optional link, have the students do what is at the top and not the link if internet access or a device is an issue. For any of the BrainPop videos that your students may try to access, here is the BrainPop login here. The login would be JCE Scholars and the password would be JCE123. Again, those are not required, they are optional. When it is time to turn in the e-learning packet, you would turn in this page with your signature and an X on each one that your student has completed. On each of these sheets, if you will remember to put your student's name next to your name so we can get them checked off whenever these are turned in. This is the math choice board for the week of April 27th. It works the same as the one for the week of the 20th. Choose 2 per day, up to 4 per day because there are 20, and then put an X on the ones that your student has completed. And you would sign the bottom, put your student's name down here with your name, and this is what would be submitted. The work would stay in the notebook. Same thing for the ELA choices. There are up to 4 choices per day, but we require that they do at least 2. Any of the links are optional. Anywhere you see Epic, remember the students can just choose books from home if they do not have access to their Epic accounts or have a device where they can utilize Epic. Units of study board, again, 1 task per day, up to 2 because there are 10 that are included here. Here are your students' high frequency words for first grade. These are great for them to study on a regular basis. If your student has more than 5 words that he or she does not know, try to get them to practice and learn those 5 before adding on additional words. You don't want to overwhelm them by having them try to learn too many words at one time. If your student knows all of these high frequency words, including the math words that are at the end, they can go on to the second grade high frequency word list. And here is the second grade high frequency word list that they can practice. There are standards and indicators that are at the back of the choice packet, and it goes through and just shows you how each learning task is related to something that the students are required to be able to do or understand during first grade. If you have any questions about completing the e-learning packet, please feel free to email, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Take care and have a great learning week.